Welcome to the Lose Your Cravings podcast, taking a different approach to a seemingly endless problem with your host, Keysa Amaro, certified integrative health coach. Welcome back, my friends. I'm Keysa Amaro, and I help ambitious women transform their negative body image and obsession with weight into body confidence so they can show up fully in their life and their career. And hey, if you would like more support in reducing your cravings so you can maintain a healthy weight for good, then I invite you to schedule a complimentary call with me. On this call, I will share with you the exact blueprint you need to reduce your cravings for good. There's no obligation on this call, but if you would like to continue working with me, I would be happy to show you what that would look like. I only open a few of these calls each week. So if you would like support in reducing your cravings, then head on over to the show notes and follow my calendar link to book a call. Okay, my friends, on to our topic of the day, which is, do you feel alone when it comes to your emotional eating? Now, I know that's a long title, but that's all I could come up with. I'm like, how can I make this shorter? I'm like, no, I'm just going to ask this question. Do you feel alone when it comes to your emotional eating? And really, honestly, I hadn't really thought about this until a client brought it to my attention. She was feeling so alone and didn't know who to turn to because she was struggling with her relationship to food, but was ashamed to talk about it with her partner or her family. So she was afraid that, that they were going to judge her or not really understand where she was coming from. And she was sharing her story with me, and it all became so clear. And this is why I love coaching. I learn so much from my clients. Yes, I have had my own journey to heal my relationship with food and end emotional eating, reduce my cravings, but I am just one person, right? My journey is just one journey. We all have our own personal stories and experiences, and learning about them helps me see my story in a new light. Right? When my client was describing her story and her experience, it became so clear to me, of how alone I felt with my relationship to food. Hiding your overeating because you didn't want anyone to see, feeling guilty and ashamed of your eating habits, worrying that someone will find your truth, being alone and feeling like you just can't stop eating, and not knowing where to turn to get support or who to talk to, who would understand what you're going through, right? Trying everything, everything, and not being successful at any of them, right? All of this can feel so isolating and so alone. And this isolation can actually stall your efforts of stopping your cravings, healing your emotional eating, and developing a healthy relationship to food. When you isolate yourself, you try to do everything on your own. You don't reach out for help or share what you're going through. This can cause you to go through a lot of trial and error. I've been there, I've done this trial and error. Wasting time and energy and money on things that just don't work. New diets, new exercise programs, new self-help books, new healthier food, new exercise equipment, new programs, new meal plans, new running shoes, because the running shoes will make you run, right? You just try the next best thing or the next new thing that comes along with the promise of weight loss. But you have no support in this or understanding of what the root cause of your problem is. And oftentimes we aren't addressing the root cause of the problem. We're just addressing the symptom. It's like putting a Band-Aid on an infected wound. Yes, you've covered it up, but if it is infected and the infection will just spread, right? And the wound will become worse. This is the same with our wanting to lose weight. We only think that we just need to be stricter with our food or more disciplined with our workouts, right? Or just work out more, right? But this is just putting a Band-Aid on the root cause. You can eat healthy, exercise, but if you are not addressing the root cause of your cravings or emotional eating, then they are just going to fester and get worse. And this is what happens when we isolate ourselves and don't reach out for support. We address the symptoms of the problem versus getting to the root cause of the issue. Now, I know you are a highly intelligent person who cares about your health and wellness. You want what's best for you. But what you are trying just isn't working. And when you stay isolated, you are just going to stay that way. So I wanted to let you know that you are not alone. There are many people who struggle with emotional eating, with cravings, having a poor relationship with food or exercise, people who feel guilt and shame over their eating habits, people who are scared about their future and living like this for the rest of their life. Yes, it may feel uncomfortable to ask for help. I get it. I totally get it. And I'm not saying that you need to, tell your best friend or your partner or your family about what you're struggling with. But when you find a support group, a coach, or a professional to help you find the root cause, who understands what you're going through because he or she has gone through that same experience, a huge weight will be lifted off of your shoulders. And I mean huge. I can remember when I started searching beyond nutrition and exercise to help me heal my relationship to food. And I found a coach who understood me. She understood my struggles. She knew the root cause of my food issues. And she had the solutions. It was mind blowing. It's like, you know all the things. You have the perfect solution for me. I no longer felt like I was crazy. I realized that there were other people out there who struggled with cravings and who had a poor relationship with food in their body, that this was a thing and that there were resources out there to help support me. My life changed at this point. I found my people, my coach, who really understood and knew exactly what I needed in order to heal the root cause of my struggle with food. Now, if you're feeling alone, isolated, or not sure where to turn, I wanted to share with you some resources you can turn to help you feel understood, heard, and supported. Firstly, if you are not in my Lose Your Cravings community, this is a great place to start. It is full of women who struggle with their relationship to food, who are seeking support and knowledge in how to develop a healthy relationship with food and stop their cravings or emotional eating. In there, I share resources that can help you lose your cravings, that can help you address your emotional eating, and that can help you develop a healthy relationship with food and your body so you can stop obsessing about your weight and show up fully in your life. I do live trainings that will support you in your journey. So if you aren't already a member, just simply pause this, go to Facebook, search Lose Your Cravings, and join my group. That simple. And if you're listening to this episode, you have found my podcast. This podcast is designed to support you in developing a healthy relationship with food, to stop obsessing about food and your weight. I share strategies and tools to help you or to help support you in your struggle and your journey. So if you haven't already subscribed, then do so you can get new episodes as they drop. And if this is the first episode you're ever listening to, I invite you to go back and listen to other episodes that resonate with you. Okay. I also have my 2 reasons you can't quit your cravings guide that I share with people who are interested, absolutely free. In this guide, I share 2 reasons you have cravings. And these are like the main 2 reasons you have cravings and why it is so hard to stay away from your favorite food, no matter how hard you try. I also share with you actionable steps you can take to help you reduce and even eliminate your cravings. So if you want to snag your free copy, go to Keysa Amaro. That's KeysaAmaro.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, enter your name and email, and I will email it out to you. So those are 3 great resources for you to check out to help you feel understood, feel heard, and supported through your journey to heal your emotional eating or end your cravings. And they're absolutely free, my friends. 100%. Okay, so check them out. Okay, my friends, this is all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in. And if you like what you heard on this podcast, I invite you to head on over to iTunes and leave an honest review. This helps us show up higher in the search results, and therefore we can reach and help more people. I greatly appreciate it. And of course, feel free to share this episode with anyone who you feel could benefit. And join me for my next episode where I share why traditional diets do not work. This will be a good one. Okay, till next time. Bye.